It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. Anti's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. Unfortunately, this is not possible due to several factors, including but not limited to the absence of a very large net. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
A would-be tyrant doing something tyrannical. Who could have seen this coming?
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
I've trained for impossible odds, Commander. I can face anything you throw me at. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Some creatures can smell danger. I think I might have observed some of that. Watch those troops carefully.
There she is, the Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangle.
Everything's broken here. Wires, twisted, landing pad, dirty. Oh.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
You need anyone to pinch you? You just let me know. You ain't alone in this.
Fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. Skip Road is our legacy.
What a shame. But reckon it's better he didn't live again to see this. deaths of millions weren't in the balance. We'll make a fun agility course. But the rift modulator ought to make our path clearer.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way.
Great to see. Let's not walk into that plasma face first. We're clear.
Medicaments and merchandise, courtesy of Anti's choice, are on their way.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Armed. Confirm your target, trooper. Allies incoming.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Exposure. Undermining. Functioning. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
would you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? Law, is that you? It's me, Niles. No, I look a mite different from how you remember me. Been working on my fashion sense.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Law, what's happening? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. Tried to find the Rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive. When the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done... something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, well, the amount of hope I got ain't worth a damn. Reckon best you can do is end this for me. So will you? I'm sure.
Glad we could do you this one last kindness. Rest easy now, Helen. You've earned it. Won't let no one forget your bravery.
Always knew I could count on you, Rookie. You've made a damn fine agent. Only wish I'd been there to see it. This is the final kindness you'll do for me, Commander. Thank you. Try not to miss, huh?
Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one. Thank you for putting an end to her suffering. I know that wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right one.
Those people, did they just appear from the rifts? They don't look right.
You with Auntie? We brought supplies. We're here to help. step up and take again? Such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal, wouldn't you? Remember us in the future when you... Oh, almost for...
Oh, whoa. Tell me. I say usually because... Sure can. Fair warning, though. Oh, whoa. Tell me. Do you feel as terrible as you look? Go ahead and take any supply. Greetings! In what particular way are you afflicted?
Doesn't look at all intimidating up close. Though, I got my questions about that rover they're sending down.
Coming up with some foes.
Invasive elements!
Drop the boat!
Into our perfect skid drive manufacturing process.
Why can't the Rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
Some troublemakers.
Back in business.
And ready. Exposure. Undermining.
Look alive, Commander. Whoa, that ain't a normal rift. Normal as they can be, anyhow. Is that plasma in its orbit? It'll take some doing to get past it. We ought to have a look around.
This is Scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Council, while monitoring the reconstitution.
Can't hear orders. Ah! Why are you sleeping? Orders misunderstood.
This is the Sovereign's office, ain't it? It reeks of overcompensating.
Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised. Well, ain't that convenient. First nice thing the Sovereign's done for us.
Reckon we can input this equation in that terminal we found. Get through the chamber. And we won't expire immediately like our friend here.
Of magnitude.
hypothesis was correct all along. The results of the experiment are shocking. Time to learn my mission. Let's find that rift modulator and finish this.
It was easier than I expected. Now, let's find a way to unseal the hangar before we're noticed.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now. Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. Deck access is in limited lockdown. You'll need to find a way up to the science wing, where the rift modulator is presumably housed. We'll hold here to ensure...
Check enemy light, just turned.
unit. Please make a request.
Tell me we're not gonna just go blundering ahead. That's not the plan. Right, Commander?
Got some cloud cover. Failing.
Attention.
I reckon we can look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option too. Anyway, the modulator has got to be on this deck. We should poke around, but quiet-like. See what information we can uncover.
You there! Are you meddling where you should not be? I cannot abide a meddler. Come here at once!
How about some cloud cover? Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Commander, you're bleeding! Practicing some battlefield medicine.
Drop the smoke!
Medkit coming your way! Prescription filled! Reckon it was foolish to think we could stuff the modulator in this satchel. Ought to see what we can do.
Hope we find something to help us access the modulator.
Accessing report. Rift restoration. Esteemed Council. After much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
This can't be right. These hip drives are causing rifts.
have time to ponder it just yet. We got the modulator. All that's left is to deal with the console and shutter that rift for good. Deserves a proper burial. Not this. Damn bastards. Now we have solid proof that this is all mucked up. Not that I expect the console to deliver the same thoughtful analysis.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? But you at least found it, yes? And I presume you had the foresight to siphon the schematics onto a data cartridge. Did you find anything else of note? Appreciate your sand. You have exactly the sort of go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The console's right there through those doors, ready to go get him. You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Well, I can't control what you do, dear, as much as I might wish I could. But if you do start a fight, you best be equipped to finish it.
Ain't opposed to speaking with the man, but I reckon you're both in for a nasty surprise if you think he'll play by corporatist rules.
I advise you to take this time to prepare and replenish supplies. See if you can snoop around and find a way to give yourself an advantage should these negotiations go south. And if you've anything else to say it now while you have the chance. I myself abhor unanswered questions and regrets.
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
Don't take a seat. This will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Do you know how many bits our corporation lost when the delegation ships were destroyed? The savings from the deceased salaries hardly even make up for it.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend. Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path. And I will... Let me spell it out for you so that you understand. In the matriarch's she dissected this tech, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
Let me handle this.
What's the plan?
Let's end.
Mess with me, you get the claw. This thing's got a mean streak.
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the rift modulator in.
Knew there'd be a catch. Something we didn't plan for. On the bright side, Tristan owes me 5 bits.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go. But what's the point of living if you can't allow yourself the occasional moment of theatrics? I'll use the schematics and the process rift data to mass-produce rift modulators that are usable at a safe distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies. What? And deprive the galaxy of my singular leadership? You should really rethink this. No! No! This is a profitless end! I can't die at the hands of such a gormless dunderhead!
And so, in the end, the commander chose not to choose. Thus, the rift destroyed the colony, killing everyone in Arcadia, followed shortly by everyone everywhere, as rift destabilizations rippled across the galaxy. In conclusion, the end.
Hey, congrats! Need customer support?